And good afternoon, Dr. Mario fans. Sorry so much for the delay, but we are now ready to go with our Silver Championship for the month of April here on the DrMC. I am Ook the Librarian, and joining me is going to be Influx, and we're going to be talking through these four players who are ready to really just break through this scene. Influx, how you doing today?
I'm great. It's a Saturday. I assume it's Saturday for just about everyone here. Uh, yeah, ready to watch some Dr. Mario.
So our first matchup is going to be Madtown versus SgtSarros, and we had some drops this week or this month. We had a couple of we actually had six people who had qualified as silver bracket this month, and two of them were you saw last week in our main bracket. But Madtown and Sarge both still putting up some good scores. 15 for 15-14 for Madtown, a 13-1 for SgtSarros. So, Influx, what do you think about this matchup?
Oh, I'm just really excited. Madtown's a name that players who have been in the scene a while might be familiar with. Back in 2021, he did a couple of qualifying runs, but this was before we had the silver bracket, so we haven't actually seen him play yet. Meanwhile, Sarge is pretty active in the scene, attending weekly checkups, as I understand. I don't get over there myself, but yeah, just kind of uncharted territory here. Excited to see what these players have put together.
Absolutely. And looks like Sarge is done with his warm ups. He has also been letting us know in the Discord that hey, the audio or the internet for on his end isn't so great either. But hopefully, within a couple of months, we're gonna have fiber just everywhere. That's the hope and dream. But anyway, once we get ready for both of these players, we're going to be knocking this out. This is, as you said, Madtown's first ever tournament. I asked him, what do you want the community to know? He said that he plays in the Super Tecmo Bowl community as well, and that this month he is out for blood. His words, not mine.
Well, I can say that I'm definitely a fan of Madtown's setup here. Looks like he's playing on high and off, both excellent choices. Very commendable.
Excellent, excellent. And we've got a ready from him. And we've also got a ready from Sarge, who is, of course, donning the hat. Can't have SgtSarros without the SgtSarros hat.
All right, really excited for these matches to get started, and we have readies.
All right, and three, two, one, and pills. And the silver bracket for April 2023 is off. And yes, the first pill for Madtown.
I
He's
was
able
not
to,
sure he was going to get that one.
I, I, I was hoping. I was really hoping. But yeah, I haven't seen him play, so I wasn't sure what his what he's capable of, what he would be available to do. I'm glad he had that ready to go, and I like what I'm seeing from SgtSarros as well. See, yes, he sets up that red yellow exactly where you want it because Fat Log. These guys are bringing the heat early in Flocks.
Yeah, these are some amazing plays. It's very difficult to see and actually orchestrate these horizontal setups, um, just based on the ways that they can go wrong. So for them to be taking these more advanced plays just right out the gate, really great to see.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah, Sarge has two opportunities for double reds there. He uses one. Looks like he's blocked off the other, but might be able to pull that off a little bit later. Looks like he's making some plans. We're gonna see how they come out as oh yeah, this T that we weren't able to see, but it really crushed it. And now he is available again for that double red horizontally. And meanwhile, Madtown is right at the end of this level number 6 as well.
Yeah, it looks like the difference here on this level 6 has been just Madtown playing a super clean game out at a 134, really good time. Meanwhile, Sarge has entered a little bit of garbage management situation.
But
But
he is
one
out
more
at a
red and he's
132.
out.
Yeah, so he does
Yeah,
still technically have the lead.
yeah, due to the, timer difference, we do go by the final time on the players' individual timers just so that, people's connectivity doesn't come into play.
Oh, nice tee from Sarge. And I love the setup from Madtown. Now he needs some blues, and the doctor is well, he's being the doctor at him. But let's see if he decides. Yeah, he's gone ahead, used the blues, got everything out of the way, and minimal garbage. Really, I like considering what he's got to work with. I really like what he set up.
Yeah, this is actually a very remarkable board. I know that we say, mention RNG frequently, but when you have 7 of your 8 columns covered in blues and only 1 garbage column, it's just kind of fascinating to see that that actually can happen. But this has allowed Sarge to actually take a bit of a lead here, as he's just absolutely plowing through level 7.
Yeah, and that lead is going to be dependent on him not getting a lot of blue, which so far hasn't been a problem. The doctor just, being his usual stingy self when it comes to blue pills. I'm wondering, okay, no, he wasn't going to set up the horizontal there, but does see the horizontal at the bottom. Yeah, Sarge is going to be taking a bit of a lead here into level 8 here in just a few minutes or seconds.
That yellow red pill on Madtown's columns 2 and 3 just kind of got whipped over there last second. He didn't really have a good spot for it. He wasn't sure of a play and ended up just ditching that pill. Um, he's a little jammed here for these last viruses, but hopefully he'll be able to clear them out in short order.
Yes, indeed. I wonder if he sees the blues. He does. But we got a little bit of a blockage as Sarge is into his level 8. He got out of 7 at 317. So he's going to have a bit of an advantage as we try to get Madtown back. There we go. We've got him back. He is one red away, gets it tucked in, 347. So about 30 seconds behind. But that can change in the course of just a single level.
Yeah, it looks like Sarge has had some competing horizontal plans for some blues here. But does manage to get it all cleaned up. His right side is pretty barren as far as viruses are concerned. His left side, however, a little bit chunked up. So good to see that he's focusing more attention on that left side to free up the viruses that are tucked in that corner.
Yeah, and this red blitz that he got, it's not a very long one, which is great because he doesn't need a very long one. I think I might have wanted to get one of those higher ones knocked out of the way, but hey, you know what? He's playing the board, not me, and I'm very happy with what I'm seeing from him so far.
Yeah, he was prioritizing not wasting any pill halves over drop time. That's one of those situations that when when you can only see one pill in the next box, you're never really sure what to do. But it looks like he's built a scaffold to minimize drop time, and he's out at a 457. Really good time.
Yes, indeed, and in Madtown, he's found himself a little bit stuck. Looks like he's finding what he needs to get himself unstuck. But at the moment, what he needs more than anything is just a fistful of reds. And hopefully he's going to get that figured out here pretty soon. But he is looking down the barrel as we get ready to start our level 8 for him.
Yeah, he's frustrated. I think just about anyone would be after that level 7. Uh, the deficit that he has going in here is pretty dire, but it's you're never out of it. Your opponents can top out. I've topped out before, and I think just about everyone in the competition has.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've done it during qualifying. It, it's sad and scary, but man, that inverted T from Sarge, and he's looking for more. He's decided against it. I think I like that play because he set himself up for another horizontal down at the bottom. Let's see if he gets this tuck in though. Decides against it. As this double blue is perfect for Madtown, he's out at a 612.
Yeah, but he is almost the full level behind here going into level 9. Uh, best he can do is just keep his morale up, keep this game flowing, and get ready as Sergeant is making great work digging down to that last yellow, and yeah, looking to get out here pretty soon.
Yeah, I like the play for both these players. This has been a really good match. They've really shown us what what silver looks like these days, and that's a great thing to see. As Sarge is just stuck 658. That is a good time. Anything below a 7, if you're in the silver, that's a good time. So, GG's to him as we watch Madtown finish up this level 9, and Sarge takes game number 1.
Yeah, a sub 7 is amazing. I think there have been games in the gold bracket that have been decided with a sub 7 time, uh, or over 7 minutes, being
Yeah, I
the
don't want to talk about that.
winning time.
Anyway, yeah, so man, I like this setup. I like the opportunities that Madtown's got here, and those 2 yellows are going to be perfect for him. He's out at a 752, and having looked through some of the best times for our silver bracket players, I mean that's a winning time in a lot of rounds. So GG's in game number 1, and Sarge says that's a PB for him by a ton.
Nice. Well, congrats on the PB. Congrats on game 1. But we've still got it's a best of 3, so Madtown certainly has room to come back here.
Absolutely. And I just realized that I've been coaching Madtown through getting everything set up for today. We were chatting about it yesterday, and I just realized that I didn't. I'm not sure I told him that it's a best of 3. So now he knows it's a best of 3. We've got radius from both players. He probably knew that already. I'm just spinning my wheels here. But yeah, radius from both players, and this is gonna be a good game too. If Sarge can keep this up, it's gonna be a good race. If Madtown, this first game jitters, it's tough. I still deal with those. I've been playing this for nearly 3 years, 2.5 years now, and it's still rough. So let's see what these guys give us on game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Hills.
Yeah, the debut of a player is always a very nerve-wracking thing. I remember the first time I streamed, it was just wild. I mean, my own stream saw like maybe 2 or 3 people. So to have a few dozen people watching you play, you really do get the jitters of just having people observe your decision-making process.
Oh yeah. Nothing to worry about though, guys. If either one of you is listening right now, just play your game and have some fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip anyone a new new one from the commentary booth here. So
Oh, indeed. So, I like the diversity for Madtown's board as we're here at the very beginning of this level 6. For Sarge, that's a lot of yellow. That's not what you want to see.
yeah, and it's all very high up on the board there. So if unless he finds some ways to creatively clear out that garbage from falling, he might be suffering a few seconds of drop time here. Meanwhile, Madtown is dug down very well and is close to the bottom of his level 6.
Yeah, that column that he's got built up in column 4 might be it might be a bit of a spire for him to deal with, but oh, I like this idea. Yeah, he sets it up. He's still gonna have to do something with that pair of reds, but yeah, there's your favorite Lotus Clear.
I do love a good Lotus clear. Looks like Madtown does elect to just clear out that garbage. It's a very decent play, just trying to simplify the process of decision making so that you can just keep holding down until you get the pills you need. And he's out at a 145 and a slight lead over SgtSarros.
Yes, indeed. Sarge getting the right pills. If he'd been getting a bunch of like blue reds instead of blue yellows, it would have been a pain. But out at a 157, so yeah, like you said, a bit of a lead for Madtown going into our second level, level number 7.
It looks like Madtown is electing to take some just a very straightforward vertical play here on this level 7. Had a couple opportunities to make strategic use and drop down some yellow, but like I mentioned earlier, that can get very complicated, and if one wrong tuck, one wrong play can just really clutter up your board, which you don't want early on and high up.
Yeah, and with him playing on high too, that can really affect your decision making process.
Hmm.
If you were
Absolutely.
playing on medium, I might be wondering if he knows how to swim and would be able to. But yeah, if you're on high playing in your first tournament, that's one of those things you just like, no, you're better off
Oh.
not trying it yet. But yeah, you see that frustrated face from him. I've made that one far too many times myself, and I wish him the best of luck getting over that first real misdrop of a tournament match.
Yeah, it wasn't just a misdrop, it was that it wasted red too, when red was really what he was looking for. So that will definitely elicit a groan from many players.
Yeah, but it's a groan of I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but we all feel it because we all know it. We've done that.
Yes, absolutely. Um, but it's still very close here. Love that the timers are close to in sync here. Uh, so you can see that it's a tight game on our screens and it's a tight game in reality.
Yeah, and I love so for Madtown's side, he's got that horizontal ready to go as Sarge out at a 358, 359. Um, and Madtown just needs two yellows. There's one of them. And there comes the second. So yeah, looking about 12, 13 seconds between these two. That's no time at all.
Absolutely not. Certainly not enough to feel a comfortable lead, but it is a lead. So Madtown will be wanting to uh, try to see what sort of time he can come up with, what sort of time he can save in this level 8.
Yeah, and I like already what he's putting down. He's trying to make some thought processes a little deeper in the board. Uh, that yeah, and he's having to because the doctor's just not giving him what he needs. Gets that dast over. That's really nice. Meanwhile, Sarge is having to fight his own RNG blues, but man, oh man, that is a spired board. It is designed that way, and it's going to take him some drop time to get it through.
Yeah, those columns 1 and 8 for Sergeant are just very packed, and it's just going to take a lot of clears and a lot of drop time, it looks like.
And he
Madtown was
wants. Oh, go ahead.
Madtown was suffering from what looked like a very benign uh, waste of a blue. That's that half is actually still there in column 4. That little fragment, but it just really played against him and slowed him down during the beginning. But he's getting past all this blue, managing to make some progress here.
Yeah, he got that blue red that he really wanted. You saw him kind of delaying making certain drops, and oh, I like that under tuck to save himself some drop time. Uh, and knows what he likes, and what he likes is saving a little bit of time.
Yeah, the virus count is almost even here as these players are finishing up 8. A little slower for both players. So, it's even Stevens.
Yeah, I mean, it's methodical play. These guys are taking a little
Oh,
bit of a
no.
breather. They know what's on. They know what each other is capable of now, and they are. We've gotten past the stage of the fight where you're pacing around, kind of seeing what your opponent's made of. Now they're seeing where can I really land the blows, and with one more blue, Madtown's going to be the one out.
Yeah, but Sargent was treating this column 7 like a garbage column. I don't know whether he forgot about that red. Oh, very flustered now, making a few misdrops. That there's no easy way to dig that pill out, that virus out from column 7.
Yeah, he's shaking his head like he's listening to commentary and sees it. I didn't see it either.
Mm.
Just glancing back and forth on the streams, trying to watch both players. I thought he was about to be out myself, and yeah, that's a rough one.
This is,
But
yeah,
there it
he's
is.
cleared it
He's
out
dug it up.
vertically, readying to finish out his level 8, but he is behind the proverbial 8 ball.
Yep. But he is out at a 723, and now it's a matter of what is. Oh, wow. I like that. I was gonna say, what is Madtown setting up?
Yeah, Madtown had a slight misdrop with a double blue. It took him a second to recognize that it didn't quite land where he wanted, and he had to readjust some plans. Don't know why he's chucking that double yellow over on column 8. Perhaps just a little too focused on the play he's looking for in column 5.
Yeah, you definitely get that tunnel vision, and you get focused on certain plays, and you go, "Oh, this is the pill I'm looking for." And when it doesn't show up, you chuck everything else. Ooh, nice drop combo for Sarge. Trying to
Hmm.
work his way back into this one. He's about 8 viruses down. I don't know if that's going to be, if that's going to be surmountable. If if the doctors mean at all, it could be.
I
Uh,
mean, he's got no more yellow. He had one yellow left, Madtown did, with 15 viruses on the board. So this is not the kindest doctor we've seen.
Yeah, and with that misdrop there, he's either going to have to get this red out horizontally or do what he's doing right now, and that's use up this blue. But he doesn't have any other use for blue, which is going to be helpful. And looks like he is getting the red that he needs. Now just needs 4 more. There's 1. There's 2 and 3. Oh,
Mm,
that's just 2 then. There's 3. There's 4. Out at a 904. So that is going to be good enough this race. He is going to take game number 2. We are headed to a decider.
I'm very curious because the expressions from Madtown, it seems like he feels like that wasn't his best game. Um, I mean, just not having seen him play very much, I can't wait to see the games that he's proud of.
Absolutely. I mean, it is about a minute higher than what he had during the last game, but he's definitely, like I said, when you're seeing somebody play for the first time, you don't know what they're capable of. You don't know how long what they've seen in the community, and the plays that he was making, solid stuff. All right, Sarge
It's
out of
down
a
to a decider.
955.
The chat's loving it.
Absolutely. And both these guys have got something to kind of shake off. For Madtown, it was game 1. For Sarge, it was game 2. Now these guys are just going to have to do that and get ready. And we're going to see what they are going to do for us in game number 3. All right, we've got a ready for Sarge. Checking in the back chat, making sure that we don't have the ready yet. We don't.
Yeah,
So
he's
once
just taking a
Madtown,
sec to
yeah,
fix everything
absolutely.
again. It looks like he did a hard reset to get back to the level screen, or maybe just
Nothing
a
wrong
soft
with that.
reset. But
Nothing at all wrong with that.
no, I'm just sorry. I just different than I do it, so I was curious.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and pills. Game number 3, our decider between Madtown and SgtSarros. Winner will go on to the finals against the winner of our next match, who will be one of the winners of our last 3 silver tournaments. We'll get on that in just a little bit.
I'm absolutely fuming. Madtown left the music on Fever. I feel betrayed. I I'm gonna need a second to recover from this.
Fair enough. I'll do the commentary. No, so yeah, I do like his board though, and oh yes, that horizontal. You love it when the doctor gives you a double red and you can a double red blitz and you can use it. Let's see.
Ooh,
He might
ooh.
Can he do it? Can he do it?
Oh, he
He's
can,
gonna do it.
and he
He
does.
nearly. What I wasn't sure is if it was gonna delay it by using the yellow pill half, but you can't fault the guy for biting that bullet real quick. As we look over to Sarge's side, that's a lot of blue. And as we know, the blues in the Dr. Mario are not always the most forthcoming of color. So we'll see how that comes along.
Yeah, but it all is placed where it belongs, which is great to see. Once he gets a couple more blue fragments, the board is going to look much more diverse. I guess he was trying to stand that up vertically, not very happy with that play, taking a second to adjust his headset. Uh, Bold move mid game.
Yeah, we'll see if it works out for him. All right, so oh, we did get it laid down. There was just the bit of stream delay when he was sliding that over that yellow blue, and I wasn't sure he was going to get it.
It's just
As
another day in the office. He gets those every time. And
absolutely,
Madtown is out at a 146.
yep. So he will take the lead into game or into level number 2, level 7, and I like what I'm seeing for Sarge. Yeah, he does see that red in the corner.
Hmm.
I feel like he's going to be a little more hyper aware of such things after the level 7 that he had last game. I do like that the doc is being very kind to him. He should be out very soon as well.
Definitely won't be fooled twice with that situation. Madtown making great progress here on level 7 as a sergeant enters at about a 15 virus deficit.
And oh, just is it going to happen? Is he going to do it? He's going to do
What a
it.
T. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Brilliant play from Madtown. That's next box awareness. He saw that double red and was able to set up the opportunity for that wonderful T.
And again, uses the tux to reduce his drop time. Very good awareness of what's happening there on his board. And oh yes, gets himself out of trouble, no problems whatsoever. He's free and clear. Even tucks that one over to get himself out of any drop time. He's going to be out at a 316, and he said he was out for blood. It seems like we should have believed him.
Absolutely. Sergeant's getting a little flustered. Some forced garbage on his side has jammed up those columns 1 and 2. And he has a significant deficit to overcome and just 2.5 levels left to do it.
Yeah, but if the doctor gives him the doubles, which is really, oh, I like that. That's
Yep.
good thought ahead. If the doctor gives him the doubles, then he's got an opportunity. And in fact, every pill that he's gotten so far, he's had a use for, except for that pill half right there. That is going to be a bit of a problem because he doesn't have a horizontal opportunity for that blue in column 1. Um, he is, yeah, he's going to go ahead and just get rid of that right there and get the double blue for it. So everything's going to work out for Sarge as he is out at a 420. Smoke him if you got him. And looks like things are looking good for Madtown still.
Yeah, he's just been making excellent work through this level. Had a little bit of a hang up in his column 5 that led to some extra time in the decision making. But so far, everything is smooth sailing as he's about to get out of this level 8 while Sergeant is starting to make progress.
Yeah, he's still having that bit of a garbage on the on top of that blue there that he's having to work with. Bit of hesitation movement. Oh, okay. I
Nice.
didn't see that. That was
Silencing the commentary.
absolutely. I don't know how, but I wasn't looking in that direction and just did not see that. That was smooth play. 519. He is out of level 8 and ready for level 9. And Sarge is gonna take himself. a little deeper into this one. I thought he was going to have an opportunity to hit a double with, or hit those double blues earlier. He does have that opportunity again now, chooses not to go for it. Don't blame him one bit for that.
Yeah, I do prefer to get those horizontal opportunities out of the way when the opportunity presents. There he waits, he gets a nice L, carrying it out.
Yes, indeed. And you know what? If you've got the opportunity to get a double, you take a double. That's good play.
Meanwhile, Madtown, looking at a lot of blue on his board, uh, trying to dig down past it, but this is eerily reminiscent of level 7 in game 1. So hopefully the trauma isn't playing too much on him.
Yeah, and man, right there, he has to use the blue as garbage. I mean, it's not technically garbage because he's still got access to a way to use it, but you want to be able to just knock out every blue that you get. And looks like he is going to be able to use it, which is good because that could have been really disheartening.
Yeah, excellent play from him. He sees the horizontal opportunities and he's taking them. Um, so looks like barring any sheer catastrophe, it's looking good for Madtown.
Yeah, he gets his horizontals exactly the way he wants them. And now he's just two blues away from going on to our finals in his first ever match. There they are, out at a 715. That's again, we're talking about times that we see in the gold bracket. So
Absolutely.
GG's to Madtown, GG's to SgtSarros. Give both these guys a follow. They have put on a good show for you so far, and Madtown says, I got more to show. So
I'm so excited to see it. And you can't really be too devastated if you're Sergeant. You got a very strong 6 to 9 PB in this block. Um, and he's choosing to finish out this level, show us how it's done. Lots of red
absolutely.
left. And we'll see how he chooses to connect it.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was trying to build up to that yellow. It's like he's all right, he's gonna take it. Well, okay, I can't tell if he was trying to play it or okay, he is trying to top out.
Yeah, he's done so. But
All right.
GG's nonetheless. Wonderful to see both of these players. And hey, if you want to join the silver bracket, the next month, qualify, join our Discord. If we could get a link in the chat.
Yes, indeed. You can we take players of all skill levels. We love having players of all skill levels. And you too can be sitting here getting everything that you do talked about by people like us. So
Lovingly, lovingly.
yes, lovingly indeed. So, GG's, we are going to take a breather so we can get everything set up for our next match. Stick around. There, you are watching the Dr. Mario Championships. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dr. Mario Championships. Keeping it kind of chill, bringing you in so I don't scare the daylights out of everybody. I'm Nick the Librarian, and joining me again is going to be Influx as we get ready for our second of our semifinals / first round, whatever you want to call it, games. And Influx, this one is spicy.
It is indeed. This is Crunchy's second time playing, but she has 100% win rate so far. So winning, I believe, last month's silver competition.
Yeah, she won back in February, but
February. What month?
yeah,
is
because last month and January, the other 2 months of this year were won by Ramseyfox, her opponent, who is also undefeated in silver this year. So somebody's going to take their first L this year, and that's going to be something.
Absolutely. And one of the, it's true for every player, but when a couple months go by, that gives you a lot of time to improve and kind of redesign your approach to Dr. Mario. When these players are fresher to the game, that can really manifest itself in some serious improvements. So I've got high hopes for this match.
Yes, indeed. So, tail of the tape on these two. Crunchy is the 4th female competitor to win an official DrMC event after Heather Ito. Larva and of course Betty, who won last year's silver finals. And Ramsey is our Louisville regional versus runner-up. So just really, good quality players here, and I can't wait to see what we've got once these two are on our screens. Uh, yeah, this is gonna be a good match. I've been looking forward to this one.
Oh my goodness, that man has a fox on his head.
What a shock!
Was a little taken aback. I love it though. It's an excellent looking fox. Would love to get the name of said fox if you're not too focused on the game. But
Yeah. So as Flindo says, they don't call him Ramsey Fox for nothing. And if you ever met Ramsey in real life, you know exactly why he picked that screen name. I had that pleasure in Louisville, and speaking of, while we're waiting on readies for our players, be sure to check out our Discord and go check out what we've got live coming up. We've got an Arizona regional tournament coming up in August, and then the finals in Columbus for Versus are going to be coming up November. So that's going to be a lot of fun, Dr. Mario, coming up. We do have a ready from Crunchy. We've got a ready from Ramsey. Let's kick this off. 3, 2, 1, pills.
you love to see it. Both players smiling and having a good time, and now they get to play Dr. Mario. As Ramsey starts out just a bit ahead. It looks like Crunchy is having a bit of a timer issue. She got started a little late, fixed it. If it comes down to it, though, we'll take a look at it, but no big deal.
Yeah, I like the way you phrase that. Like they were having fun, and now they're about to play Dr. Mario. Uh, yeah, this game will take your soul away. Anyway, don't let us stop you from playing though. This is a great game to be playing. I How do I feel about these boards? I liked Crunchy's until she wasn't able to lay that blue down.
It's still not the end of the world. She might try to orchestrate a D sandwich there on those reds. We'll see if she has the tools in her kit to pull that off. Meanwhile, Ramsey making a bit of a misdrop there, but clearing it out immediately on columns 4 and 5.
Yeah, he's in the unfortunate position of not having any blue access, except now he's finally gotten a couple, but oh, that misdrop on yeah, right in the middle of his board as well. It's just, it's a thing. He's gonna get through it. This guy is not a two-time champ for nothing.
Absolutely not. Crunchy making some great progress here on level 6. All of her viruses are compact in that bottom left corner. So we'll see how she chooses to dig out that yellow.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. Both players in a bit of a dig situation here, but both
Oh my
perfectly
gosh.
capable of it.
A double blue blitz from Ramsey when he needs it. Ah, you love to see it.
You never see it, so that's something else. And that ends in a blue red, which very few players actually know by heart because, well, you never see them. Oh, he gets it
Commentator
again.
flexing a little bit of his knowledge. Ramsey shaking his head as he's just waiting for some yellows to get out of this level 6.
There they come, as Crunchy out at about a 204 on her clock. Ramsey out about a 215 on his, but you said something about Crunchy having a bit of a timer issue. I didn't see it, so I will take your word for it.
Yeah, nothing too serious. She started the game, started a timer about a second late, so nothing catastrophic to worry about here. Uh, but Crunchy making some excellent horizontal plays here at the top of her board. Uh, Great start to this level 7, while Ramsey is also just holding down very well and making some quick plays here.
Yeah, that's Ramsey's verdict versus pedigree showing. I don't actually know if he's been playing in the Virus Busters League or not because I haven't been doing it myself. But constantly holding down, that's just a hallmark of versus play. And I know I believe he's already committed to going and seeing us in Columbus. So if so, he's probably already getting ready for it because that's a big fun tournament going on.
It's the culmination of my year for sure, and of Dr. Mario's year altogether. So if you want to see these players live, definitely feel free to join us in Columbus. Crunchy here on level 7, getting a little jammed up by some garbage as we've lost Ramsey temporarily.
Yeah, we'll get him back here very shortly. There we go. So again, now we're looking at about 20-second time difference. That's just the delay we've got on his stream. We're going to keep it the way it is right now. Probably get a reset after this game. So again, don't think that what you're seeing is exactly, it's not the first person who finishes it on our stream. It's the first person. It's based on their own timers. Is Ramsey out of 7 now?
Yeah, that is a little unfortunate too. Ramsey is 20 seconds ahead and is still out first. So Crunchy here going into level 8 at a pretty significant deficit.
Yeah, but if there's something we learned from watching her play back in February, she has the chops to be able to pull it off. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
For sure. Ramsey's columns 1 and 2 are looking pretty barren as far as how the viruses spawned. So you can see that he's focusing on that right side to start, making an excellent play so that those yellows that he had stacked up in column 4 don't go to waste.
Yes, indeed. So, I like this double red opportunity. He chooses to put that double red somewhere else. Probably for the best. I'm not the best judge of where anything needs to go at this point, but yeah, he might even be setting up for horizontal here. Takes it. And yeah, he's making good progress in this level 8, but Crunchy, with the entire right side of her board completely knocked out, is just right behind him. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
just a interesting mirrored situation for her.
Yes, indeed. We'll see if the doctor gives her the red that she needs, though. That's going to be the real question.
Yeah, red is jamming up all uh columns 1 through 5. She does waste a little bit of red there. Uh, but
It still has the opportunity to be of use,
as
but I think she's
Ramsey is
got.
into level 9.
Yep. So into level 9 before 6 minutes. That's good to have. Oh, and he's going to play it high and dangerous. Let's see how well that works out. Ooh, chooses not to play less dangerous quickly. I love that. Oh, and he gets the sidelong. That's not a full swim, but it's something. That was a nice play for Ramsey.
Absolutely. The swim fans are loving it. He overswam perhaps that double yellow, had a bit of a sour look at it. But meanwhile, Crunchy has joined him in level 9. So she's definitely not out of it yet.
Oh yeah, just an 8 virus deficit, and that's one really bad misdrop. Ooh, but there is a bit of a misdrop on Crunchy's side as we see she puts that yellow red where she didn't really want to put it, over just by 1.
Meanwhile, Ramsey is digging down here. It looks like blue is the problem for him. A little bit of a misdrop there. Uh, Common misdrop to make is just rotating the pill is exactly where it belongs. It's just rotated twice.
Yeah, I've heard it said that that's also built into the game, much like the awful RNG. But we'll see what he does to get past that. As Crunchy's still about 9 viruses behind, and she's trying to mount a comeback here. We'll see what she's capable of.
Yeah, as you were speaking, Ramsey just followed uh, clear horizontal with 0 drop time, a lightning rod for the fans, and is just absolutely making brilliant efficient clears here, as he's going to be out of level 9 as soon as he gets a few more reds.
There's one. There's two. And there's the doctor. Careful. Okay, good. He gets the third one out. I was afraid he was going to drop those blues where he wanted it. So out at an 801, GG's to Ramsey taking game number 1 here. And GG's to Crunchy as well, as she'll be playing game number 2 behind the 8-ball.
That was a really dramatic game number 1. We had a lot of garbage, a lot of timer issues, stream issues as a player just disappears, but we are just refreshing the stream as to make sure that for this game 2 we have as clear visuals as possible.
Absolutely. Crunchy really wants a red blue. She doesn't get it, and decides to just go ahead and top out. She knows she's didn't get that one, but
Both players just have a
Ramsey
little bit to shake off here.
Ramsey asking if he's got tech issues. We're just resetting your stream because we had a little bit of a slowdown on our end. It'll be just a minute. You'll be back up, and so hold on the readies for both players if you are listening. I do see headphones. I mean, you can give readies. We're just not going to count you down yet until we can see you both.
Crunchy hovering over chill. First time we've seen that today.
Aha.
It's a real shame that high is that boring gray and black color scheme, because I really do love a good purple, but I just don't enjoy playing medium.
All right, both of our players are ready. Looks like our restreamer is ready. So, yep, as he says, he is ready. Our restreamer is ready. So, here we go with 3, 2, 1, and Bills. Ramsey
I think
first
it
one
was
out the gate. Go ahead.
I think it was kind of nice to get a chance for the players to breathe between these matches. Crunchy starting out very well here, getting the timer and the game started at the same time.
Yep, and boy, oh boy, Ramsey looking at not a lot of blue, but what he has, he's able to get rid of pretty quickly. I like that choice to just go ahead and not stack it up any higher. But you know, Doc, he doesn't have much more access. You you can quit making him be creative now. It's okay.
He's doing a decent job of being creative, swimming some pills under when he needs to. But Crunchy has just had a very straightforward play board, no nonsense, and she is just plowing through this level 6 with only 10 viruses remaining with 50 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, and that's a good time, good play. In this case, though, I think the difference, what we're going to see out of level number 1, unless there's some major misdrops on one side or the other, I think the difference is going to be the RNG, because man, oh man, Ramsey was just facing down that barrel, but Crunchy putting some great plays together, one red away. And speaking of gold level times, out at a 122.
What a time! Meanwhile, Ramsey had a little bit of an unfortunate red placement there on column 8. Those viruses could have been taken out in a pair. It's just going to mean a little bit more red that he needs to get out of this level 6.
And he's got to be careful what garbage he lays down. Makes a good scaffold there.
Oh
But
no, Crunchy had a
yep.
misdrop columns 4 and 5.
All right, and that's going to give Ramsey a chance to get back in, as he's out at about a 2 minute flat, 2 minutes flat. As yeah, Crunchy's got a bit of work ahead of her to get caught, to get herself back out of the danger zone here. But I like this play.
Yeah, she's clearing up that garbage, just trying to get back to where all of the viruses are exposed so that she can make some progress on this board.
She wants her red yellow pretty badly. Meanwhile, on Ramsey's board, we see a lot of horizontal doubles between columns 5 and 8, but man, getting them paired is not going to be the easiest thing.
Yeah, Ramsey looked a little bit confused as to where to put some red yellows. Uh, sees now the best spot for them, clearing out that nice tea.
Yep, always like a little nice tea here.
And Crunchy is making great work through level 7 as well. All these viruses nicely set up with easy access in the end game.
Yeah, after the little bit of a problem she had early on, I mean, she's just well, now she's gonna have to still go with those yellows. I feel for her there. I saw what she was thinking, and it didn't work out that way. But the doctor provides, and she's out at a 335. Still good
Yeah, if
time.
that yellow horizontal had been the last clear, it would have been out a little bit faster, but no harm, no foul, and she is into her level 8.
As we look on Ramsey's side, he really wants, yeah, I think he wants that blue horizontally, and was willing to put a little extra time in to get it there. Sets up with the red for an underclear. Looks like everything is going to work out for him that way. It's just, it's one column with everything on it there, and that's just painful.
Yes, Ramsey is ahead 1-0 in the series. So the thanks for the crown. Sorry. But it looks like Crunchy is going to put is really doing her best to push this to a game 3.
And she is out about a minute before Ramsey was. Uh, so she's in good position, but you still have to play the game, and that that will be what decides it. It won't be how far you could be as far ahead as you want here at middle of level 8, but this is only 8. I don't know. I don't know numbers. I can count to 4. I'm a Dr. Mario player. Anyway,
I love what Crunchy just did. Recognize that even though she could have taken out those that one blue vertically immediately, she delayed it and dropped everything down to clear out both of those sets of doubles horizontally. That's a very advanced play.
yeah, and now she's stacking up to make an artificial double blue, which like you said, another play that you don't see beginning players make. These folks have passed the concept of beginner. Uh, so definitely some good play. Love that tuck for Ramsey, and now he's out of blue, but this red and yellow is starting to show up for him. I love the pills that he's getting. Those double yellows are exactly what he wanted, and now he's just 3 more reds away from joining Crunchy in level number 9.
Crunchy was out at a sub 6, but Ramsey's not too far behind. If he can put together a decent level 9, he still stands a very good chance. But as Crunchy is getting hung up with a bunch of red on her board.
Yeah, that red top line it could be dangerous for her. And I like the idea here, and she sees it as well, that it wasn't 100% where she wanted, but now she's got herself set up to where, yep, she's gonna do it too. She's got the okay, she's got that too. She's got the blue set up for a cross clear, and then everything else was just set up for those reds. I'm loving all of this for her. Uh,
Yeah, it's a
and
very
just wow.
complicated board.
It is, but she's knocking this out like, hey, I've done this a million times before, and that's what we like to see.
But Ramsey is catching up here, only at a 6 virus deficit, trying to close this out in 2 games only.
Yeah, and it's going to take some reds for Crunchy to get out, and the doctor has been particularly stingy when it comes to those. We'll see if that changes. Crunchy with the making the recognition of the horizontal setup, but chooses not to take it. Gets bailed out by a double, um, and now it's Ramsey who's looking down the barrel of a ton of reds.
Yeah, it's looking like everything's clogged up there on that bottom right for Ramsey as Crunchy is down to her last virus, looking to get out of here sub 8. She gets the double red and she is out at a 757, maybe 758, but she clinches game 2.
So GG's to both of our players, and we are headed to yet another decider. Uh, did you order the cider there, Influx?
I did not order it. I am incapable of such things, but I will happily steal it from whoever did.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're gonna take a nice long sip of some D cider here, as Ramsey out at 8:22, still a respectable time. Um, in fact, it's right about his average, and Crunchy actually doesn't have an average for 6 to 9, as these two are the last time she played, she went straight to the finals. We only had 3 players, and she was able to just go straight into it. So
Well, she has an
GG's to
average now, and it's a good one.
yes, GG's to both of these players for game number 2, and we're gonna see what they give us for game number 3.
Ramsey with the immediate ready back in chat.
And Crunchy with the ready as well. We knew this was going to be an exciting game. I didn't know what to think about the last one. This one we knew was going to be exciting, but they have both been just bangers today. Uh, so we got a 3-2-1 pills. Let's see what the doc serves up right now, and it's a pretty middling setup for both.
Yeah, I mean, decent boards. You can't get the dream board every single time,
You can
but it's all
try.
going to come down to how these players approach it.
Yeah, and yeah, just weird stacks for both players. I don't know what to think about either one of these boards. Uh,
Ramsey was just hoping for a red, but he's gotten stuck with a blue yellow blitz. Managed to clear out all that yellow that he had set up for a combo in the meantime, but now is finally dug back down to a little less precarious situation at the top of his board.
yeah, and I don't know if either player is listening to commentary, but if they are, they've probably got an advantage of being able to breathe, because I know if I were looking at either one of these boards on my own screen during a competition, I'd be going, well, I'm sunk. Things are done. But knowing that both players are facing this, it might give you the recharge you need to go, okay, I might have a chance here. But yeah, neither one of these boards are making me happy.
Yeah, Crunchy looking at so much garbage here, really hoping that she can just maintain her composure and make a plan for that yellow in column 4. That's a
Yeah.
little bit buried right now and keeping up her end game.
Yeah, she's facing facing a bit of a challenge with that. But we saw Sarge the last game knock out one of those in no time at all. So Ramsey out at a 153. You gotta imagine he's not the happiest with that time, because I mean, the guy's capable of some really solid times. But again, if he's listening to us, then he knows, hey, I'm not the only one facing this, and he might even recognize, hey, I'm in the lead right now.
Yeah, Crunchy, meanwhile, making the best decision available to her actually to clear out those reds horizontally to get access to that yellow. And she is finally out of her level 6, but about a minute slower than last game.
Yeah, and that's mostly just the way of those boards. Those were not pleasant boards, and the doctor was not kind in his RNG to either player. So yeah, that's that's not nice, Doc.
Perhaps he knows that the spotlight is on and he's taking his chance to steal it. But here we have Ramsey down to 14 viruses in his level 7, while Crunchy is still chilling with 25.
Yeah, not a lot of good opportunities for Ramsey's board either. I Yeah, there were other ways to clear one of the things, but for the most part, it's just not pleasant.
Yeah, Crunchy does have a decent amount of doubles if she can recognize them. Is making some extra tuck plays here to clear everything down vertically. Um, as long as she can just stick with her plans, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah, the best laid plans of mice and men so often just get screwed up by the Dr. Mario, but I'm pretty sure that's the way that quote goes.
As
Um,
far as I know, it is.
I like what Ramsey has pulled out here. He manages to get those blues knocked out of the bottom of his board, but now it is down to the reds, and he doesn't have an easy way to take these reds horizontally. In fact, either set of reds at this point. He does build himself a way to take the bottom ones, but okay, there he goes. Now he's got himself set up for both. And he's going to be out of here pretty soon. But Crunchy has made up all of the time that she was behind. Is going to be out at a 427. Ramsey out at a 428. We got ourselves a game, partner.
This is so close. Oh my goodness. I I am just absolutely like losing my mind over here. And these are very similar boards too. Great color diversity. These players are just neck and neck in the level 8.
Yep. I mean, just reset literally the last 20 minutes worth of play. Reset this entire game. We're right back where we started. And the winner is going to be whoever can knock out levels 8 and 9 the fastest. Because that's just where we are. And Ramsey says it's going to be me with these setups, and so far he has taken the advantage early in this level 8.
Yeah, he's been making excellent recognition of the next box, making some setups that depend on certain colors and getting them. So this is just very smooth sailing for him, as Crunchy is not far behind either.
Yeah, Ramsey in the unfortunate position though, where his garbage column is butting up against a pair of reds, and none of the garbage that he's creating is going to be red in this situation. So having to decide, is it worth, can I get these reds out horizontally or not? Um, Looks like he is signaling that that's what he wants to do, but we'll see if anything comes of that.
And I think it is what you should do. It's so much more efficient to take it out that way, and there's so much garbage on top of it either way. Making excellent plays here to those out, and now he's just got that one yellow left into his level 9.
Yep, and Crunchy out of they're out at the same time again. They're out at the same time again. Of course they are. What are we
That was
doing? This is the
absolutely wild too. Like they really rubber banded. Oh my goodness! And what a swim from Ramsey. I'm losing it.
yeah.
I'm just losing it here.
We could have just played one level. Everything else and just played this one level because this is it. This is what you're looking at. This is their tournament lives right here. You can't overstate that. This is where we are. These two, whoever finishes this level right here, the fastest, wins the whole kit and caboodle. And I have no idea what's going to happen here. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
it looks like Ramsey is just waiting on some blues to make some progress in his board. Meanwhile, Crunchy is looking at 3 reds in columns 1, 2, and 3, hoping for some double reds to make some easy plays there.
Yeah, she's definitely finding the strategic garbage options, and hopefully is not burying everything too hard. But yeah, she's going to need quite a bit of yellow down deep in her board, and he's going to need red higher up. So we'll see what the doctor orders as Ramsey is needing blue. And Doc, we said blue. That's the color. Yeah, that one. Perfect. Thank you.
Wonderful T. Absolutely brilliant play. Just now perhaps setting up another T, but Ramsey is about 5 viruses behind here as the players are approaching the ends of their level 9.
Yeah. The only advantage Ramsey's really got right now is he doesn't have a whole lot of garbage to deal with. He would love to get a setup with those double blues. Isn't going to get it right now. Maybe he'll be able to pick that out, but he's going to have to work fast because Crunchy is closing in on the bottom of this board, and yeah,
It's not
it's
about to matter. She just needs a couple more yellows, a couple more reds, and she is going to be on to the finals here.
oh, she's gonna try it vertically. Okay, there we go. She sees it, and Crunchy out at an 832. Just, mere seconds before Ramsey, I know, is going to go to the finals against Madtown in one of the best silver matches we have had yet since instituting the silvers just a little over a year ago.
We say GG's whether the players played well or poorly, but these players absolutely tore it up in this semifinals match.
It
Uh,
really did.
Great play from both. And obviously, Ramsey a little disappointed not to be moving on, but you can definitely be proud of how you played those blocks.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great play from both of our players. And I don't know about you guys. I need a second to take a breather. So when we come back, we are going to have the finals. It is going to be our number one seed, Madtown, versus our number two seed, Crunchycee. Stick around. You're watching the Dr. Mario Championships.
And welcome back to our silver bracket finals for April. Uh, Both of these players have had some ups and downs. I'm exhausted and I haven't even been playing. So these players will have a real match ahead of them. I'm joined in the commentary booth by Ook again. Wonderful to have everyone here on a Saturday. How are you all doing in the chat? Hope you got your snacks, your popcorn, whatever you like to eat while you watch Dr. Mario.
Yes, indeed. And, after what these players gave us in their first round matches, this finals, I mean, if it doesn't go to a decider and, break records and stuff, I'm going to be disappointed at this point.
Well, let's not disappoint Ook players. Crunchy getting some last minute practice in here for the 8 to 11 level block. Madtown is now aware of what block he is playing. So, it is all the same, regardless of whether you're familiar with the block or not. It's the same pills, the same viruses, and you just got to play your game. Uh, and looks like both of our players are getting ready to kick us off.
Yes, indeed. So this was actually the first level block that Crunchy played. Not many players can say that, but her first match was a silver finals. So um, she's now 2-0, and Madtown is 1-0. So I mean, the undefeateds playing each other. It's what we do around here.
Someone's going to have their lossless record shattered here at the end of what could be two games, what could be three, but will certainly be exciting as our players get the 3-2-1 pills. And Madtown is off out at the gate a little bit ahead of Crunchy. Both players getting what look like reasonable boards to me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see anything I dislike about these boards, as this is, uh, and both the players are playing them just right. So we'll see what happens when they start getting pill halves they can't use. But so far, that seal is finally broken by Madtown, who had that red blue he just didn't have anything to do with. But yeah, no, these are great boards, and both these players are doing a fine job with them.
And Madtown did do a pretty clever thing with that pill he couldn't use and just tucked it far out of the way as he makes a misdrop there in columns 1 or 2. He's going to have to clear that out before he can get to those viruses. It's probably going to mean that he's looking at those for the last viruses he'll get access to.
Yeah, luckily this is one of the this is a red blue pill or a yellow blue pill set. I don't. I don't know if there's anything official about it, but certain pills, you see them more and more in specific pill sets, and this one just had the makings of a yellow blue one, and so Madtown able to get that set up. I think it wasn't exactly where he wanted to put that red yellow, but it won't matter because he's going to get this horizontal here. Meanwhile, Crunchy is down to just a couple more viruses. She is going to have to take that blue vertically though, but the doctor provides.
Wonderful. And Madtown, meanwhile, getting some double reds, so he's going to be out roughly the same time as Crunchy into their level nines. Crunchy setting out an immediate horizontal, very good play.
Yeah, the doctor is apologizing to us for all the RNG from the previous games, and is now, was just providing a lovely end game to level 8 for both of these players. Uh, Maybe he's relenting though, because I don't like what I'm seeing that the doctor give to Crunchy, and Madtown is not getting happy pill fun time either, to be honest. But
Yeah, Crunchy has a very left-heavy board, and she wasn't quite getting the pills that she wanted to crack into that left side. Madtown has a very color-dependent board as well, with decent access to colors, but only in certain combinations. So both of them having to make a little bit of garbage as they progress.
yeah, that's the sort of thing you see. And I gotta say, the play that we're seeing out of these players, this is if we're having this conversation, I don't know, a year ago or 2 years ago, maybe we're talking about players who are, you know, uh, higher level, making some plays that we really didn't see that much of. So this is showing you where this community has gotten to, that these players didn't even break into our main bracket this month. I mean, this is some really good quality play.
Yeah, standards have really inflated throughout the history of this Dr. Mario community. And it's easy to be a spectator and say, "Ah, this is what I would have done," but I love what JB would say is like, "Join us and see, what you can put together. It is harder than it looks and easier than it looks. It's a weird game and it's a lot of fun."
Yes, indeed. So, as we look at what's on the board right now, Crunchy in a bit of a bind in this bottom right hand corner, as Madtown has a great end game setup here. He's going to be out first at overtap that one just once, out at a 430. Crunchy is making slow progress, but um, I'm not 100% sure how she's going to figure this one out. I know she's going to, but the doctor says, take your time.
Yeah, she's taking this one virus at a time, focusing on that red. Now that that's cleared out, she's going to make a plan for this yellow. And now that she's bought herself some space, it's going to be a lot easier to take that out horizontally, which seems like the approach that she is trying to take.
Yeah, she's going to have to get rid of this blue. That's going to be, oh, it's going to be a blue on one side or the other. And she's really going to need to focus on that right now. And oh, I think she sees that it's going to be an issue.
Yeah, she didn't want that blue red. If the blue yellow had come first, it lot easier. But this is still game one. Still plenty of chance to come back into it. And Madtown has not been able to get too far yet into his level 10. Uh, Looks like he is a little bit hung up with some garbage, uh, misflipping and losing a little bit of time as she finally gets into her level 10, about 10 viruses behind Madtown.
Yeah, and you know what we say about misdrops around here? They tend to breed. So, uh, so far that has given Crunchy the opportunity to find her way back into the game, but she is still here about nine viruses down, as As Madtown sees some of the plays that he wants to make, gets a good horizontal there, and is trying to figure out what he wants to do with these other horizontal opportunities that he's got presented in front of him.
Yeah, Crunchy is doing a great job of shaking off that rough ending to a level and is just absolutely tackling level 10, catching up very quickly to Madtown, who has some red garbage on columns 3 and 8 that isn't the friendliest looking. Not really much that you can do to knock it down and make it useful later.
Yeah, just ignore it for as long as you can. That's sometimes that's all you can do with the garbage there. But he's
Uh,
setting it for horizontal here.
Yeah, Crunchy taking a little bit of drop time there, but freeing up that column 1 so that she can just continue to make her way down this board. Uh, has a little bit of tightness in this board. It's just a little complicated with the horizontals that she's setting up, but I'm sure that if you can see into her mind, she has a plan for everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. As Madtown gets this double red, he's going to be out at about a 730. Manages to avoid the pause buffer. That is one of the hallmarks of all of our players here. We find the pause buffers, but avoids that as he gets out of his first level 10 in competitive play. And I like the look of this level 11. This may be exactly what he needs to get out quickly.
Yeah, something you don't have to worry about in the 6 to 9 block is that animation that plays on level 10. Uh, Being able to mash start in the appropriate for the appropriate duration is an acquired skill. As Madtown clears out a stack of blue yellow pills, no viruses attached, shrugs it off like you know, it happens, and is just continuing down the board.
I was playing this game competitively before I found out that you didn't have to actually mash the start button in between, that you could just hold it and that it would, that it would just continue on. That was game knowledge I did not have when I first started competing at this game.
And Crunchy is out of level 10, joining in level 11, the final level of this block. So she is about 25 viruses behind. But if Madtown continues to get log jammed like he is with these blues and reds, she might be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I like this. I like the garbage plays that she's setting up using the strategy with the garbage. I'm not 100% sure that's where that double yellow was meant to go, but there it is. And okay, good. She avoids trying to pull off the triple just because they're fun and look good. That is a mistake I've made, and don't like seeing other people have to make. They're triples. They're fun. They look nice.
Absolutely. I do love a good triple myself. Meanwhile, Madtown is dug down here to the bottom of his board. The comeback is just about canceled as he has just a couple viruses left before he'll close out his first ever 8 to 11.
Yeah, and with the opportunities, oh well, the opportunity is not there for the horizontal anymore. I was going to say with the opportunity for horizontal, he was free and clear, but I mean he's still free and clear now. 1, 2, and 3. He is out at a 10-10. GG's on that. And this is these are the times. These are the times that on try men's souls, I guess is the actual quote. But we'll see. We'll see just how much more he can put down here. As Crunchy sees the game is over and goes ahead and tops out. So yeah, a rough end to level 8 for Crunchy there, and that really put her behind the whole time. But ends it up with just 15 viruses left on her board. So that is definitely something she can overcome. And Madtown showing that he definitely has the chops to win this whole thing in another game. So let's do it again.
It would be a super strong debut, but Crunchy is not going to back down yet. She still has fight in her as we get into this game two. Crunchy hoping to even it up as we have a ready from her and just waiting on a ready from Madtown.
Yes, indeed. So we do get that ready for Madtown, and I'm not gonna have a voice tomorrow.
I'm not sure I will either. So hopefully these players can keep it civil, keep it tame. We don't want anything too exciting here, please.
Yes, indeed. So once we get our 3, 2, 1 in the chat, there it comes. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Pills, and here we go.
Madtown out the gate first, looking at a lot of horizontal opportunities on his board, and everything's a little bit high up. So we'll see how he chooses to tackle this. As Crunchy is looking at a very big blue chasm right in the middle of her board.
Yeah, and that has the opportunity to go with some horizontals, but um, it's just a matter of when and if. And in fact, she's trying to avoid extra garbage, but maybe creating more garbage just by not going ahead and taking it. And that's exactly what she does. Uh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
absolutely respect the play, waiting for the blue red. If it comes, you look like a genius. If not, you had to settle, and she does settle, but manages an excellent clear, and it's now just got a bunch of red, yellow, not much blue to speak of.
yeah. And, when you look at these two boards side by side, it's hard to tell, but up until just a second ago, it was actually Crunchy who had the lead by one, just a virus or two. Madtown has got his setups finally working for him, so things are pointing in his direction. But uh, Crunchy still keeping it competitive. It's just that her board is a lot more compact, whereas Madtown has a lot of space between his viruses.
Absolutely. It looks like Crunchy is opening up some horizontal opportunities for these reds. Um, we'll see what she ends up doing. Can't take everything horizontally very efficiently, but a wonderful drop horizontal to show us all what she had intended for those yellows she stacked on top.
Yeah, and it's really a question now of what can she do with what she's got left, because Madtown, it's just height that he's got to deal with, and you can see he's knocked out everything, whereas Crunchy has had to get really creative with her plays because the doctor's not giving her what she needs. Is Madtown out at about a 213?
Yeah, excellent awareness from Madtown to recognize that it was going to be a lot of drop time wasted if he didn't take out those viruses in column one without garbage. So when he got the right pills, he knew where to put them.
And Crunchy choosing not to use that double red. I think she got a little bit of a tunnel vision there. Oh, I see the play that she's ready
Hmm.
for. Decides to use it there. That was a good setup. Um, and now she's putting everything in a place that was interesting. Um,
Yeah, it
can get
looks like
things
she's
running.
second guessing some of her setups here, which is not exactly where you want to be in headspace wise. But hopefully she's able to just shake this off, focus on the game in front of her as she is getting out of her level 8.
Yeah, it's okay. Flip it. Oh, there we go. Uh, and that's actually not going to help her out. She's still going to need two more blues. She's going to be out about a 319. Again, about a minute behind. And that's not going to be looking too good. But she's again got this very compact board and has the opportunity to do some real damage to it very early, while Madtown is facing off yet another one that's kind of spread out, although he has gotten it condensed pretty nicely here while we were finishing up with Crunchy.
Yeah, it looks like Crunchy's going to be able to need to try to clear out and minimize the garbage that she creates as she plows through this 9 and tries to catch up to Madtown, who is looking at a bit of garbage himself. that he's created as he's waiting for this blue horizontal. That is one of the consequences of horizontal play, is that it can really just lock up multiple columns of play for you.
Yeah, he was looking at two different horizontals, managed to get one, and it took away the other for him. So it's definitely it took a little bit of time from him, and that has gotten Crunchy to within 10 viruses, but she's still got a little bit of a ways to go in order to catch back up to Madtown, especially with some of the garbage that she's still fighting.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Madtown chucking some yellows while he was waiting reds, and is getting the pills that he needs to uh, properly end out this level, as he's just one virus away from level 10.
And gets there to 504. So so far so good. He's just got two levels now left. If he can get out of them faster than Crunchy can, he will be our silver champion. But Crunchy might have quite a bit to say about that, although the doctor seems to be the one saying the most about it right now.
Yeah, Madtown has a lot of horizontal opportunities on his board, which high up on these higher levels can get deadly if you make a misflip like that. So we'll see if Madtown is able to maintain composure, as Crunchy is digging down to just her last few viruses, and she'll be joining him in level 10.
Yeah. Oh, that yellow blue is going to be a godsend for her. And that double yellow is also going to be helpful. She's out at a 546, so she made up about 15 seconds in that level number 9. But it's going to take a little bit more than that to catch up to Madtown right now.
As you mentioned earlier, both players playing on a high, and if you are not absolutely certain where you want the pill to land, playing on high on these higher levels can be very deadly. But it looks like Crunchy being very decisive, setting up some good horizontals, and a fat log here potentially. There we go, as she is really catching up to Madtown.
Yep, something tells me she's doing what Adelito has done and is listening to our commentary. Uh, Hard to say for sure, but I have noticed that little earbud in her ear. Oh, she flips that the wrong way. Looks like it's going to be an easy clear to get rid of it though. But yeah, I think she's seeing some things and hearing some things as well. But yeah, Madtown again, just working his way pretty solidly down to the bottom of this board. Uh, and not making a lot of mistakes, and that may be the difference maker here, as Crunchy has been fighting quite a few misdrops over the course of this level block so far.
Yeah, Madtown just making absolutely clean play, and clearing out this level 10 beautifully. His last 4 viruses were all doubled together, staring at the animation screen a little bit, and not really having a place for the first pill that he was given by the doctor.
You hate that. That's never a fun feeling when you eat your first pill and you're like, oh, I don't have a place for this. But oh, things that people have places for. That was Crunchy and the double yellow blitz, and it ends just maybe one double yellow too soon, which is much better than 16 too late.
Absolutely. And it looks like she is sniffing out some horizontal drop combos here. We'll see what she chooses to put together, but not far away from her looking at a level 11 of her own.
Yeah, and that's going to be vital for her to get into this board as quickly as she can, and not give her opponent too much time, because this is the last level. If he gets out of this one, she is done for this tournament, and Madtown will be our champion. But if Crunchy can find her way out of this, we will be looking at our third decider in 3 games. So let's see what happens.
It is looking pretty grim. Not a lot of runway left and a 20 virus deficit. Will Crunchy be able to just turn on the gas and focus for this last level? Or will Madtown be the February champion? He is just digging down this board, no garbage to speak of, uh, and making some excellent decisions here.
Partner, if you think it's till February, you have been working too hard. I hate to tell you, but
I
that's
do think it's
okay.
February.
That's yeah, and that's okay. You know, that's not my lookout. I just want to let you know. Uh, seek help where you can. Okay, so so as
Co-commentator throwing me under the bus. We'll see if I'm ever back.
oh dear. Well, if it's not, I hope if not, I hope it's not on my account. As as Madtown is, facing down a barrage of that entire bottom row is full. That entire bottom row is full, and that means no room for garbage. And when you start running out of a specific color of viruses, you need garbage. You need to be able to throw it somewhere. And yeah, that's not looking good for him. Meanwhile, Crunchy has gotten it down to within two. What is this woman doing? She is this is exactly what we saw her doing the last game, finding ways. She'd love a fat log here. I don't know that she can produce it, but if the doctor is obliging, we could be seeing. I mean, if he gives her the double, it could happen, but it's not going to be
Madtown taking
enough.
a little extra time to get that last tuck out of level 11, and as the timers catch up, it does look like he's able to take it.
So GG's to both of our players. And congratulations to Madtown, who just yesterday wasn't even aware that he had made the top seed in this bracket. He is your April 2023 champion of the silver bracket. So GG's to both of these players. And again, if you like what you've seen today, be sure to give them a follow. Give us a follow here at the DrMC. And you know what? Be sure you check out our Discord. Come play this game with us. We have a lot of fun, and it doesn't matter if you've never finished the game before, or you're you're looking at Adelito's time going, I can beat that. Whatever it is, we want to see you here. So
Absolutely.
with that, again, congratulations to our silver champion Madtown, and Influx. Anything else you want to say?
Thanks for letting me join you on the commentary. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been fun seeing everyone in chat. This has been some excellent Dr. Mario, and I hope that we see all these players again next month.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of next month, we do have our qualifier schedule ready to go. We are going to start our speed qualifiers for this very bracket starting tomorrow. They'll be ending on May 13th, and then you will see next month's tournament starting May 19th through the 21st, and the silvers the following week on the 27th. So, again, if this is the sort of thing that makes you go, hey, I could do that, bring it on. We would love to see you here. And for all four of our players, for my commentary partner, Influx, for the Dave back in the booth, for Larva, who is trying to be back in the booth and who created all of the magic that you see here in our slides, I'm Mook the Librarian, and until next time, take your vitamins. Have a good night.